Hello, and welcome to April 7th. The Alphas have another win on the scoreboard with IBT at 87% exit. Let's take a look at those charts. There it is, IBT. We got into the trade at 5.33, and we got out at $10 today. It was $31, 31 days in the trade. So, let me go change that cursor so it's not so annoying. There. Okay, so let's review the trade. We got in the trade here. This is stochastic strategy. Quick review that when stochastics is rising, matched by the RSI, matched by the histogram on the MACD, we enter in on the high of the candle and we look for a dipper low as our stop. And then we enter the trade and we put it in a ratio, which is the Fibonacci retracement that's been adjusted for 3-to-1. And then we have our 3-to-1 layout. Also note that the 3-to-1 is set. It does not change. Our initial stop also, because of day trader rules, for accounts under 25,000, you got to watch out for this. This turns zero. You're in danger of getting your account into frozen. So we put the initial stop way down here at the bottom for the first day. And once the trade goes into play, then we're able to wait for the 3-to-1, or we wait for an ROI 100. So there are three exit rules. First exit rule is the bottom of the dipper, with the caveat that if it's under a $25,000 account, put your first stop way low so it does not get triggered out and get hit with a pattern day trader rule, and then lose points off your availability. Here, you're allowed 3 a week, but be very careful, because sometimes if you have 2 or 3 trades that are very top, all 3 can happen in one day. It happened to me, so that's why I learned the rule the hard way. Then, after the first day, after the trade is initiated, then you can move your stop here, and that stays there. So rule number 2 is that when price closes above the third ratio, we then look for a dipper low for an out, or rule number 3, ROI 100. Here we got ROI 100. We hit 101% close yesterday, and is still below the third ratio, but that RO 100 rule now gets triggered and into play, and we got stopped out today here at the last bar low, which was yesterday, and that is it. So we picked up 467 for the win, minus $2 in fees, 465 for the trade against an ode of 1913, and now we have a new O of 1448. So that's how we're working on this. Losers become winners. This now takes us to the the new leader now for the Alphas is Cougar. And let me zoom in. So Cougar is our new leader, and our now this one has been a little bit on the slow. It's been creeping up ever so slowly. We finally got to close on the third ratio. So we are in rule number 2, and our stop is right here on these lows. Now, this low here, the dipper low, this dipper low came here, but this dipper low with the buffer takes the stop lower. So the result is this does not move. One of the rules of engagement, and that is rule number 4, exits do not retreat. Once you start moving exits toward your goal, do not retreat. So nice move on KR. We'll see how it goes. It's at 45%. And that takes us now to Adobe. And here at Adobe, and there are the rules right there. There are the rules right there. First ratio risk for 3-to-1. Close above the third ratio, go for the dipper low. Rule number 3, 100 ROI, last bar low. And rule number 4, which we don't encounter often, but it happens. ROI is 150, exit at the high or exit exit at the high or just below the high. So that would be you'll be putting in the stop somewhere up here at ROI 100. So that is it for Adobe at 37. They owe 1637, and they're at 212. Remember, every rock becomes pebbles, pebbles become profit, profit does payback. That takes us on now to Walgreen. And here at Walgreen, we are closing in on that third ratio. We got a close today. Oh, a little dialog box is falling off the screen. There it is. So our close today was $55, and we're $4.50 out from getting that third ratio, and that's $1.62 is the ATR. So it's about still 3 days away. That comes us down to T, and here at T, which is T minus, and they closed today at 30.93, and we're still 51 cents short of closing above that third ratio, and it's an ATR of 47. All right, so now what is going to happen? Let's go on. The account hit 59.78 today and has returned now a buying power of 13.69. So we'll be looking for a new opportunity. So before we go there, I want to go ahead and show that where are we at against the SPY. So it's 59.78 against the 55.33, which is the bench start. 455 in profit to date. 55.33 as a percentage, we are at 8%. Where is the SPY? The SPY is 7.4, and we are at 8%. So we are still edging out the SPY. Okay, that said, now we'll go on to what's going to happen for tomorrow, which is the most important thing, and that is going here. And now we're going. I ran my scanner, and we had no opportunities for the downside, but we did have one come up for the upside, and that is Capri. Capri came up to the upside, and we're now going to be setting up a Capri trade. And the Capri trade, here, and there it is, Capri. And now you notice we have traded Capri in the past. This is not new. So what will be happening is all our notes here will be changed out this afternoon to set up this trade. We already marked our entry point. Our entry point is at 50.75. Our stop, our ratio is 48.35. And our initial stop is going to be down at 47.20. That's going to be the initial stop to avoid getting a stop out. Why? Because this has an ATR of $2.50. So if we got triggered at 575 and got hit with the standard ATR, it can come all the way down and stop us out and then be hit with that day pattern rule. So the result will be is that we're going to have the initial stop way low. And then with anticipation, once we get to this trade, we'll be doing that. And the O here is only 43. This one is last trade of one contract of 290, dropping the original nut of 46.19 now to 43.31. So that is going to be the plan set up for tomorrow. So when we come back to tomorrow, I'll show you the changed out of all this data. With that said, we're going to go ahead and conclude today's report for losers become winners, with the Alphas having a win of ABT, exiting at 87% profit in 31 days of trade, 31 calendar days. And with that, I thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out.